So after all of that hell... God, the rest of this game is going to be a cakewalk by comparison.
Yeah.
Or I should say, I don't remember liking Yoruichi much the last time either.
Be sure to sit 5 feet away from your TV while playing the Wii. Because apparently it's not just for your vision for what that was worth back in the day when TVs actually emitted radiation. No, it's to also help with the sensors.
Also, don't throw your Wii remote into the TV.
Yes, that is generally good life advice.
See the clip of the guy from CNN demoing the Wii before release and accidentally throwing his Wii Tennis Wii remote into his TV.
That was an HD TV at the time too. That shit's not cheap.
Yeah, that would have been like $1,000 at least, even for a small bastard.
Yep.
That was 2006.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least I got to look at Yoruichi a little bit, so I'm okay with this.
So Yoruichi's thing is that she hears everything else going on in the background, and she's like, "That's stupid. You're all stupid. Stop being stupid. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you now so you all stop being so fucking stupid."
Was going to be sealed, and that we couldn't return to the human world. She told me Ichigo had heard from me.
But that's not how that works.
The only reason Yoruichi probably caught on to all this is because she probably heard multiple stories from multiple people about the shards.
We also know that that Senkaimon thing is not how that works because that comes up because the Senkaimon comes up again once in canon. There was a movie about the Senkaimon and a filler arc about the Senkaimon. So we know that definitely it cannot be closed.
I ignored Orihime, who was upset by my
I ignored her. As most people are off to do it later in the series.
Are we also going to ignore that there in the corner? I mean,
yeah.
I'd like to.
Yeah, I'm going to ignore that.
Alright. So Yoruichi has gold eyes and a tan. Is she...
Needing more information, I took Soifone with me and headed.
Look, if she was Nord, if she was a Xehanort, this is not going to dissuade me in the slightest.
There's an old man inside her.
And there's going to be another man inside her in this instance.
Looks like I'm going to have to make a move.
Yes.
These idiots have been tricked, and someone has
God,
to
that electric cat fight is going to be something else.
What a pain these guys are.
You don't remember?
No, I remember. Vaguely. I haven't watched the fight in fucking ages, although I do remember Yoruichi being covered in the markings.
Yoruichi.
Oh hey, this game focuses on her ass. I can appreciate that.
Yeah, what there is of an ass.
I mean, listen, with what everyone else wears, it's the best you're gonna get.
For Sabimaru. If I don't get them, my Sabimaru's going to disappear. My only hope is to give the shards to Captain Kurotsuchi so he can restore him.
Arturo's intel gathering skills is likely to none if he managed to formulate all these plans.
My first question to Renji's story is, why would Mayuri give a shit about you?
So hand them over, or else I'll just have.
My second question would be, why is this specific instance requiring such a unique way to fix it?
Yes.
To put you out of commission for a while.
Well, at least it proves that Yoruichi has somewhat of a brain about her, so that's always good.
She makes that evil face a lot in this game.
It's cute for the first couple of times, and then you're just like, please stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's no Yachiru face.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not something I want to go to sleep with in mind.
It's okay, just imagine Taylor making that face.
No, thank you. So I remember she has daggers. That's probably something to go with.
Oh right, she also has the two-hit death strike, but without actually the two-hit death.
Kind of missing the essential component there.
Yeah, so this does literally nothing. I don't even know if it stuns them. It doesn't seem to have stunned him.
I wonder if you can cancel into something else. So, like, I think you can cancel.
Excuse me?
So I briefly saw earlier that I think it was Kenpachi. He was able to cancel into his ultimate off of a special attack, I think. So that could be something worth looking into.
Yeah. Give that a shot later, I guess.
It seems that Renji has encountered a Mayuri imposter too. Falling for such idiotic stories. How naive.
She's so mean.
Oh, to give her credit, Renji is kind of a lieutenant, so you think he'd be more aware of various things.
Murachio. His entire existence disqualifies any sort of high standards one might have for a lieutenant.
Which one's that again?
The big, tall, fat guy
Oh.
that eats, that never stops eating bread and doesn't know how to stealth for the life of him. And yet, for some reason, is the stealth lieutenant.
Right. Yeah.
His weapon.
Oh, hey, speaking of Mayuri, how about that?
That's funny timing. That
had to been on purpose.
His weapon is a mace.
Yeah, no, I remember him. I definitely know if it's just Soifon's lieutenant. Yeah, no, I get that.
What? That doesn't seem very good.
I can only guess Yamamoto was pulling a bad joke on Soifon or something. Wow, that is actually kind of sick.
The Omaida family is rich in canon, so I think they probably bought their way into that position.
There is a chance of that. Actually, you said Yoruichi's pretty terrible, like average at best, but I don't know, man. I'm seeing some good stuff right now.
Let's give this a shot.
Like, she's not breaking the game open, but I would say she's far from bad with this moveset she has right now.
She's a little unwieldy.
Probably just requires a little creativity in order to get good use out of her. God, this game really does actually do good modeling for the in-game models.
Yes. Lack of creative attacks aside. But yeah, that's a good outfit.
They really put emphasis on her muscles in this game, damn.
Did they?
I mean, normally, when the anime or manga are portraying Yoruichi, they tend to focus on her tits and ass more than anything else, but here it actually gave her some pretty toned muscles on her arms.
The anime doesn't do much with her ass. That's left entirely to the manga.
And only really saw her to be a thing emphasized like much later on.
So stubborn.
Google volume 17 or volume 18. The cover of that has her ass on full display.
Is that Blood War?
No, like way back in the day. The original volume, like 17 or 18.
Okay.
Soul Society. Because she doesn't do anything in the Blood War, not till the very end, and we still will never see what her Zanpakuto is like if she even has one.
That is true, actually.
We see her do the Thundercats thing, but nothing else.
Complete tie?
No, he got one on me.
I mean, I think you're gonna get healed. Or not.
Right, that's something you would never have seen, because all of his sword attacks heal, and his criticals use his sword.
Yeah, definitely. Theoretically, this should be a complete winning matchup for you.
What does that do?
It's gotta lead to something else, I'd imagine. If nothing else, like just leaving at advantage point blank is always good. Yeah.
The good news is if the beam doesn't make contact, it doesn't drain any extra meter. So he can just keep going until it does hit.
That is marginally annoying with the chip damage and all. Good idea, but not quite.
I don't think it actually does need chip.
What does? His super? It definitely did.
The blade? Or the beam?
The beam, no, it was doing chip damage to you, man.
Huh.
I saw it.
Take your word for it. Huh, you're right, she does have muscle definition.
Yeah.
One of the only ones, actually. Because everyone else has all the big sleeves.
Fool, I will not lose to you.
It's not often you see a woman in anime with toned muscles. At least that was more so the case back in the day.
Train.
Nowadays, yeah, that's becoming more common.
They did that again for Battle of Unato, and I loved it.
Yeah. I was like, you don't even need to take it off, but I know you're doing it because I just loved it the first time.
Can't wait for more.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this should be rough.
Nah, I think you're fine. Blades have, despite not the best range, they would probably be a good option against her.
The helicopter is mostly what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
Because that spinning rising kick doesn't do anything.
If you combo into it, it'll probably be pretty good. Yeah, see?
Maybe.
Yeah, you can combo into shit. It's pretty fun.
What?
Ooh.
How does it feel seeing the Budokai clashes severely slowed down and made less interesting?
Are you talking about Dragon Rushes?
No, the actual physical clash with the regular physical attacks.
Oh.
That thing that, according to you, you said you only got to trigger actually once the whole time you were recording Budokai 3.
Oh, are you talking about like when two strong attacks collide? No, it happened a few. It's happened a few times since where I last left off with the Piccolo saga for posting on YouTube. It's not frequent.
At the time, anyway.
It's not frequent, but it does happen.
Yeah, this is what that is, only slowed down and made way less interesting.
See, I thought you were talking about Dragon Rush, and I must say I would take this over Dragon Rush a fucking day of the week.
At least this wastes less time than Dragon Rush.
Boy, does it.
Why do you need the Sokyoku shards?
I get she's going for like a whole sort of Dante look right now with this with like the grin and everything, but it's not coming across perfectly well.
Ah, I get it. So this time it's Urahara, huh? And I suppose if I won't give the shards to you, you're going to try to defeat me, aren't you?
I do love her sarcasm with this though.
So you'd better not get in my way.
Well, she always knows how to fuck with people.
Yeah.
Have it your way then. I'm going to have to take you out of action as well.
You know, the funny thing is, if you did collect all the Sokoku shards, theoretically you could use that to revive someone.
I suppose so.
It's not impossible, it's just that they were being gathered for the wrong reasons. Although, just have Urahara do her Shikai and you'll immediately, like, pretty much fully revive someone. Did we ever see her Bankai?
Who's?
Unahana's.
Yeah.
Was it the giant jellyfish, or was that, or the whale?
No. It was the illusion thing. The thing that healed you and killed you simultaneously at the exact same time, so fast you didn't realize what was going on. The manta ray was her Shikai.
Oh.
The thing that she was doing against Kenpachi was her Bankai.
Oh, I didn't realize that was her Bankai. Shit, okay.
Because apparently the Shikai does indeed just heal people by eating them, and the acids inside it, I guess, heal people. I don't know. It never comes up again.
Also, swear to God, that fucking form of Urahara is ridiculously busted in Brave Souls.
You have it?
No, I don't have it, but I see people use it all the time in the league challenges, and whoever's on their teams, they're well over like 2,000 points total. So yeah, that's something. Well, he's doing it.
You do.
I don't think he has any full screen options, so...
Yes, he does.
Yeah, fair enough.
They're just not very powerful, is all.
I'll take that.
Oh, hey, Soy Phone, this thing you invented, yeah, I did it first, like 100 years ago. Lol.
Yeah, I really need to rewatch their damn fight. I don't remember anything about it.
It wasn't very interesting.
But it's a damn shame, because such a unique setup for fights between Soul Reapers. No swords or anything.
Soy Phone was still using her, dagger, what's it?
Yeah, I know. Well, no, regular swords, anyway.
The problem with that particular 5-episode stretch was that they kept intercutting like 4 different fights at the same time, and it kept
Right, as one of those problems.
and it kept dragging your attention away from Ichigo versus Byakuya, which should have taken center stage.
It really should have, yeah.
And it was still a good fight when you find it recut on YouTube.
You know, I just realized?
What?
Hollow Ichigo's not in this game, is he?
No.
Like, even Mask Ichigo, like, has no presence whatsoever, which is weird, because even Hita Soul did. That's odd.
Did it?
Yeah, Hita Soul 3, it was like a counter for Bankai Ichigo.
I think the excuse then was because at that point they did actually have, I think, Grimjow and Ulquiorra in it, so they were able to pull ahead for that.
Yeah, but like
having mask transformation. 1 and 2 definitely did not.
No, but Hita Soul 3, like, I remember that they had Ichigo, like, briefly get possessed by White Ichigo. I'm surprised this game doesn't do anything with that. Like, considering it was such, like, a relevant part in the Byakuya fight.
It's weird, yeah, but this story or game or whatnot doesn't seem to take much of anything from it. Which is weird because it seems like the easiest excuse in the world to just have Ichigo get possessed and then fight Arturo that way, but that doesn't happen.
Close one, pretty dangerous.
I'll give the filler credit. They use Hollow Ichigo possessing Ichigo very sparingly, or at least for the most part. They have him take over Ichigo once during the Bount arc when he's fighting another guy by the name of Koga, but that only lasts about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And the next time they show something like that briefly is in the final battle of the new Captain Shusuke Amagai arc when Ichigo is fighting him. And by that point he already has his mask, so he appears for a brief second, not to actually possess him, but to say, here, take a little bit of my power. This guy's worthy of a fight. And then when Zangetsu gets ripped out of Ichigo during the Zanpakuto Rebellion arc, then he turns into the lizard.
Yeah.
And then he turns into the lizard again. You know what? I'm wrong, actually. Forget everything I said. Because he turns into the lizard again during the clone invasion arc.
Oh, okay.
Because that's when he's losing his powers, and Urahara creates some sort of drug injection thing that should help him fight a little longer. But it goes a little crazy, and so he turns into the lizard form again.
Even though Vasto Lorde form?
Yes, even though that was already there.
Yeah.
Because at this point, he'd already used... The excuse for that arc to happen before the Fullbring arc was that his powers were going to fade away, but they were going to fade away slowly. It wasn't going to happen literally the next day.
Yeah.
So it's like he could still fight for another couple of weeks, maybe, but it wasn't. But it was not going to last for long.
No, I do remember that. It was enough for him to squeeze out one filler arc. Actually, like maybe 2, I think.
1.
Yeah.
And then in the final episode of that arc, where they have the not so cheerful goodbye, they make it fun. They make it a whole big episode about Ichigo and Rukia and getting one last fight out of him against Hollows to protect some people. And it's real cute because Ichigo and Rukia go ice skating.
That's adorable.
Ichigo teaches Rukia how to ice skate, which is funny because she's made of ice, so she should know how to walk on ice.
Yeah, oopsie. Also, very like lo-fi lens flare that we had just now.
Yeah.
You've got it wrong, Byakuya. These idiots have all been tricked by some clever imposter, and I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it.
Really? An imposter.
But since I hate you, I'm going to fight you anyway.
It'd be good if we could power this game for a few more minutes, so why not?
You're in no condition for that. Your wounds still haven't healed.
Right, this is her semi-final fight.
I'll have to put you out of commission for a while.
She said the exact same thing a few minutes ago.
Right, no, yes, she said that to No, she said that to all of them. She said that to Renji, and she also said that to Toshiro.
I didn't catch against Toshiro, but yeah, definitely against Renji. Oops. Well, at least she's courteous, I suppose. Why not?
She has a one-track mind. She said that same line 3 times.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm guessing Wendy Lee just wasn't checking the script at this point in time. It was just like, yeah, let's keep going.
That's not impossible.
Because she is the ADR director for this game. I saw in the credits.
Yes. Bleach is one of those series that, because of how long it is, had like 7 directors, but the running constant was always her.
Did Naruto change directors that much? I imagine yes.
The director for most of the original series and the entirety of Shippuden, I can't speak to Boruto, but the entirety of Shippuden and most of the original series was Mary Elizabeth McGlynn. She took over during the tuning exams, and that was why it got good.
Yeah.
During the Zabuza arc, I could not tell you who that was offhand, but it was definitely someone else.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, because of the decision making going on for the dubs, yeah.
Naruto's Believe It was never said again after those first 22 episodes.
Yeah, or at least it wasn't used ad nauseum. It just became like a cute little nod at some point. I really enjoy that.
We're gonna have a fake Naruto appear and have him make fun of the real Naruto by saying Believe It.
Yeah. He says it sometimes as an exclamation point, like in some of the later games, so I'm a fan of that. Oh goddamn, you just realized. I gotta continue streaming Storm Force. That might be my next project.
That sounds like fun, actually.
Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna complain about that too much.
At the very least, it won't take you very long. It's
Comparatively, yeah.
It's literally only a 2-stream game. It's 5 hours tops.
And I already streamed it the one time, so yeah. Which is
Yeah,
weird because it felt
only one stream
longer.
left.
It felt longer than you would expect.
The cutscene, in true Latter-day Storm fashion, the cutscenes do go on for 45 minutes at a stretch. Especially when sometimes you're watching 3 cutscenes in a row between fights.
Yeah.
There are fewer of them, but they do go on for about as long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that about takes
There's a good
care of
look.
all these idiots and their delusions about the shards.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk about coming back up.
Only
They really did fuck up my order by not giving me the right order.
Show yourself,
And they tried to
Arturo
skimp on your order as well.
I can always assume newbies were in there.
You know who I am.
That's a great question, actually.
Your appearance, just as I expected. You were sealed away for so long.
Because I played Bleach the Third Phantom for DS, where they give you an extended
But
backstory.
before you can completely revive yourself, I'm
And
going to
retcons,
defeat you.
where you are no longer actually sealed by Akutsuki and Yamamoto. You were actually sealed by Saigen Suzunami, the mentor figure of the 2 twins.
I like to mention that apparently this Jagoff was so powerful it took the entirety of Central 46 to steal him away.
They're bureaucrats. They're not warriors.
Quite a bit about
Yeah.
the Soul Society's
So that
past.
doesn't mean as much as
So,
you think.
so I'm just thinking like, geez, he's actually,
Shihoin too.
he must be well above a fucking regular, like even a Spada.
By the Central 46.
This boy was the Stark of his day,
Probably.
with the old-fashioned Arankar method too.
That's you,
Yep.
isn't it,
Unless you're
Arturo?
just,
Or no, I'm sorry. The soul repification of Hollows.
unless you're just Stark, in which case you're so naturally powerful you just immediately become one.
That too.
All I have to do is defeat you here, and it will all be over.
I don't think so.
You're going to have to do more than talk. I told you I'd defeat you before your power returns. Prepare yourself, Arturo.
Okay,
Do you believe in the transitive property?
sorta.
That if this person was about on par or just below Yama back in the day, that anyone else who could beat him is automatically about as strong, if not close to being on par with Yama?
See, in this case, that doesn't fully work because Yoruichi herself just said that it would take a while for him to get back to full power. But the idea definitely would still remain with that. Even though, like, that's not, like, fully conclusive because, like, just because, like, you're beaten by, like, you're a 6 and you get beaten by a 10 doesn't mean that every person that beats you as a 6 is going to be automatically a 10. They could be, like, a 7 or an 8. I guess to use Whis' little comparison there.
I was about to say the same thing, actually. I'm a 10, you're a 6, and Whis is a 15. Keep forgetting that's there. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm waiting for the AI to start, like, accidentally fucking up with his RNG and start doing something crazy. Like some tool-assisted frame-perfect combos or some shit like that. Uh-oh.
Okay. That's fine, he doesn't have enough to kill me even if he did charge.
What do you think that is? Just a big-ass Saro?
More or less.
I didn't think it was actually gonna work.
I guess it just has more hits.
Well, also you were locked in that cage for a second too.
The cage takes 2 seconds to start up before it actually activates.
Now you're inside of it, but yeah.
No, I was in the area, but it takes a second before the hitbox is active.
Ah, okay.
Delayed response.
Meddler! How dare you! I'm vanishing! I'm vanishing!
I'm leaving this in because this is the last time we're going to hear it because he won't be saying that during his own ending.
Yes, that is absolutely true. And in typical fashion, Yoruichi makes everyone feel like a complete idiot.
So that's one matter.
And what's up with Urahime?
It's a good thing
Yeah.
Urahime came to me in the first place, or I might never have known what was.
It's like
going
there's
on.
5 different actions that were happening like at different times, but in this picture they just all get encapsulated.
That imposter's lies had all of you fooled. How could you be so
I like how the only one that doesn't have to apologize is Byakuya.
Honestly, what would
Yeah.
you idiots do without me?
That is absolutely, actually kind of true.
I'm
He would sooner die.
You're right, Yoruichi.
Actually, no, Ichigo wasn't here whatsoever, was he?
No.
No.
And
We skipped over Ichigo because Urahime was the one that talked about
Yeah,
Ichigo.
Orihime talked about the thing that was being said. Yeah, so no, Ichigo has nothing to be sorry about, really.
all right. Then.
Actually, Toyfun wasn't fought either.
You all learned your lesson.
Thank
And now the
Christ.
Soul Society can go back to being a more peaceful place.
Not for sake of her being
At least
difficult,
for
but
a
for
while.
sake of I don't want to hear her talking.
Mood.